All right. Let me share the screen. All right. So start writing this. So till yesterday we have seen this um, all the locators, but today we'll see what and all we can use in XPath. So text, contain, start with, etc. We'll see all these things. Okay. Start with this today.
Sir, can you please scroll up?
Sir, is it started from XPath using text?
So these are all the types which we use. Okay, text, contain, start with. Just write it down.
Like,
We'll
is
see.
it today starting from this page? I just
Yeah,
joined.
today we are starting from this page. Yeah,
Okay.
you just joined, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're starting from here only.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So done. Shall we go? Okay, take this one. With example also you take.
So example also needed.
Yeah, write the example also. So done with the program. So write this interview question also. Yeah, like this one also. Okay. So done. All right. So let me stop the share for a second. So we'll also share one more. I think in the first class we stopped till locators, then we skip for a program. So let me share that too. So if you remember, till weights we added from the first class of Selenium. So till this point we added, right? The timeouts and all. So we started to add locators, and then I think we did till this point. Okay. No, we should just write Selenium exceptions and write these exceptions. We'll start with CSS selector. So once you're done that, let me go to another page. I think just write till this point. Okay, element disabled. That's it. We'll start with CSS selector. So then, guys, all right. Let me stop the share. So is my voice clear, right? You guys can hear me? Not clear. Okay. All right. So have you guys practiced this sheet which I gave yesterday, right? If you guys remember, I would have given an HTML page for practice purpose. Have you guys practiced this? Not practiced.
Practiced Flipkart page.
What happened?
Flipkart when I practice.
Got a bit confused.
No, sir. I practiced Flipkart on a Flipkart page.
You practice Flipkart
Yes.
with expert. It's working
Yes.
properly.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So today we'll see a simple scenario where you can see this first name and last name right. Just do inspect, right click. You can see a form here. And in the form, let me go little down. Okay. Let me go here. You can see something called class. Okay. Just concentrate everyone here. You can see something called class information. If you go little up, there should be a style of it. See, when you put dot information, it means the class name. So styling is nothing but CSS styles. For example, you see background is white, color is black, something padding we gave, right? If I put background differently, it will change. I'll just show you an example. Again, giving a basic CSS in introduction for you guys to understand. If you're not understanding, let me know. Okay. Just I'm showing you guys how we can change it. So here we gave background color as white. Let me change it to black. And then you see the color changes. So since it's a HTML static page, let me reload it. So you can see the background color is black. Reload it. See, the background color changed for last name and the first name. Means it is using a class information which has this attributes. So styling, which called CSS styling. If you guys are a little familiar with CSS or HTML, that is totally fine. If not, that is also fine. I'm just giving you a basic introduction of CSS selector. Now, let me put it back again. Let me put it white. We reload it. Now, the same thing came. So whenever you see any attribute using this information, if I go a little down, if I just hover it, it uses class information. Now, so here we can easily use styling. We'll see a number of examples. Okay. First, we'll see this one. For example, if I want to enter some name here, let's say some name. Can I use class information? Okay. But for CSS, there is few things you have to understand. So till this point, understood, guys, what exactly is class? Whenever you see the class information, you can just double click, or you can just go here in the top. Wherever you see the style tag, you can see it. Or if I want to show maybe there is one website, Selenium base. Okay. Let me go to seleniumbase.io/demo page. Okay. This also you can work it out. It has like many attributes and all. If I just put right click here, inspect, you could see, you should be able to see somewhere. Okay, let me put here, inspect. Blah, blah, ID, my text. So input size. So wherever you see input, so input, there is style for it. Font size 14 pixel. Already it is added. Okay. So this is nothing but a CSS file. See demo page 137. Got here. So this is the styling page. Okay. So don't think much of it. Wherever you see style page, this is a demo page / demo page. This is the entire HTML content which we want with the style. When you say style, it is nothing but CSS style. So wherever you have a tag, HTML or a body, the font size they have mentioned 100% or etc. If I change, I can't change also, I think. Okay, can't change. That's all right. This is something in the sources. Elements also we could see. For example, let us go here. Let us see somewhere in the head. There should be style. Here, if we could see the entire styling. Let's see edit as HTML. Okay, let's see somewhere. If I put background color for HTML, let's say. So this is nothing but a color code #9988AD. You can Google it. The color code will change. You can give the some color code like this also. Let's say white, something like that. Okay. Let me just refresh. If I refresh, it should go back. No. Okay. Since it's a page which is there in the server, it's not allowing me to edit. But for here, for you to understand, we can easily edit the styling. Okay. Again, you can see if I give, let's say, red, save it. See, we got the different styling. Till this point, understood, guys? Till this point, understood? Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so guys are getting a little bit right. So when we can use styling based on the classes, we can use styling based on the inputs, etc., based on the tag name. But here, whoever uses this class name information will have that style. Okay, for example, if I use this class name, there should be somewhere here. Okay, Control F, CLSS. Huh. See, there is somewhere here class, right? Let me copy this class. Let me use to for the first ID, which I created username. Okay, let me put class information. Okay, let me close it. So it should work for this username. See, understood? So whatever the tag we gave, because this tag used the class information, it is getting like this. If I reload this page, so it should have the body username should have a class information. That's why it has turned to red color. Got it, guys? Easy? Not easy till this point? If you want me to go slow, I can go very slow. Okay. Tell me you have understood or not till this point, at least. Let me remove this. Let me remove the red to white itself again. Okay. So if I open the program again, so let us add our one more class. We'll right click, class CSS selector test, something like that. I will just write. Again, class name should be in a Pascal case. We can just write like this. Okay. Let me copy all the things from locator class from yesterday. Let me close this log. First element.java. Let me close this also. So let me copy this till the end. I'll copy. I have okay. I just have to remove one thing. I just have to copy till this point. Till this point, I have to copy. Let me copy. You understand, right? What I'm trying to do? You're not understanding what I'm trying to do? No, not understanding.
No,
Okay.
sir.
So I'm just trying to explain how the CSS works. For example, wherever you have used the class information, basically CSS uses class name, ID, etc. So one of the things which I wanted to show first is information as a class. So this tag is known as style tag. Okay, this particular is known as style tag. A tag in HTML where you can use for styling the page. For example, if you see this page, okay, let me reload it. Everything is static, username, nothing. Everything is simple, simple. If you see these two, they're little different. We can add a number of things. Okay, for example, I can add a border. Okay, let me see. See, style sheet, borders, border color, something like that. It will give you a number of things. For example, let me add like this. Okay, something like this. We'll copy. Let me see the page. Let me go here. Let me add this one. So we didn't have a border till now, right? We just added one simple, like it should be 3 pixel wide. Border should be very solid. It should have this color. If you want to know what is this color, copy it. Everything, guys, Google it. Just Google what's this color. This is a red, shades of red. Okay, just let me close this. Let me go to our web page. Let me add here the same thing. Okay, now let me close this. You just watch this too. Did it change something? Right? Till this point, I'm
Yes,
just
sir.
explaining that. I didn't go to CSS selector yet. Okay. For going to CSS selector, I just started to explain what exactly is a CSS. What exactly is style sheet. I just
Yes,
took
sir.
one
Got
simple
it.
example, didn't do a complex sheet. If you see yesterday's class only, I gave this file, right? Test page.html. Just practice this file. I just gave one class which has a background color, which has a color, padding, border. If you want to know this concept, you have to learn CSS. Okay. But don't worry on that concept. Just understand what I have done. Now, let me write something in this particular field where we have class, class information. Okay. What is this field? It's a input field with text name Joe or Jane. So let us write something here. To write something here, let me go to my browser. Let me remove all these things till this point. Let me add driver. Okay, let us just put 1, 2 for us to understand properly. If I just want to write class, it should have some proper attribute. Okay. I just have to use, instead of ID, just put dot CSS selector. Dot CSS selector. So selector takes a string. Okay. Now, how do I uniquely identify an element here? If you see there is a class information is there. So ID is there, L name. Can I identify by ID? Right?
Yes, sir.
And I identify by ID. This is my page. If you, okay, let me minimize it. If you see from here, let me copy, right click, inspect, Jane. So ID is unique, name is also unique. So if you are using XPath, you'll write like this. Just see the difference. Input ID @ID. You'll use like this. F name. See, we got 1 out of 1, right? We'll use exactly the same. But instead, if you want to use by ID, we'll just use F name. In CSS selector, we have to use something called like this. Double quotes with hash F name. That's it. Hash represents ID. Understood, guys? Okay. Let me write this in the Manju, something like that. Okay. Let me run this. Run as the application. Let it launch. Let me close this. Okay. See, Manju, it right. And also, Jane was not clear. Okay. For that, we can use something. We can use wait. If I use like this, you can also assign like this, guys. Web element. Let's say F name or ELE equal to copy, paste it here. So we're taking this element. Let me hover to this like this. So now, so this we have taken ELE as what, guys? As a variable or an object?
Variable.
So, and variable has a ELE web element as a data type. So let me go back. So web element is a interface. Now, if you are using an interface, does ELE becomes an object?
Reference variable.
Yes. A reference variable or an object also, right? So let me put a comment to this. So if I do just put enter, if I put ELE dot, am I getting everything?
Yes.
Yes or no? Right?
Yes, sir.
Good. First, let us clear whatever is inside the input box. Then we will do ELE dot send keys. Okay. Now see here, right click, run as Java application. It should clear Jane and it should type Manju there. Did it type Manju?
Yes.
Yes
Yes,
or
sir.
no? Understood, guys? So in CSS selector, if you're doing by ID, we have to just use hash. That's it. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's see the second thing which we have to do. Now let us remove information from here. Okay. Let me remove information from here. Let me reload this page. Again, it's totally created by me, right? It's my thing. I can do whatever I want. So you can see only Jane has that class information. Now, if I want to enter something in Jane, right? I can also use information. See, information, if I just copy this, if I see this, how many times it is there? Only one time. Only one time. See, fine. Next, only one time. So if I try to inspect it, let's use XPath here. Okay, Control F. Tell me, how do I use class information as an XPath?
//
Input. Yes.
@
Hmm.
class _ information.
Good. So just see, you see here it is identified one of one, means it is uniquely identified. If I want to identify in especially sorry, let me put for do that class information, because already for Jane we have added Manju, right? Sorry. Let me remove class for Let me add class here for do, not for chain. Okay, let me remove this. Let me copy it. Here, the same thing I can use web element. Here you can see here. Shall I add element do? See carefully. Instead of slash, instead of hash f name, for class guys, we just use dot. Dot class is information. Information. Okay. So element do dot information. Again, we'll use the same name, copy it, I'll paste it. So Manju is entered right here. And I will write some other name. Okay. Let me take some other name in the class. Let me write Rahul. Okay. Let me write Rahul now. So it should clear whatever is there. So let me copy that. So do should is there. No. First it has to clear do. Then it has to enter Rahul. It has to log Rahul is entered.
Sir, ELE dot clear.
Sorry.
ELE DOE
Okay.
dot clear.
Thank you for that. Let me paste it here. Let me paste it here also. So now, in order to understand this, web element is an interface again. So interface, we are giving a reference variable. This reference variable is an object. How it's an object? Now, you have to go inside driver. You tell me what is a driver here? Is it a object or a class or interface? What it is?
Object.
Objects? Correct. Here, see, we have created as a object. Now, if the driver is an object, it should have find element. Find element is a web driver method because driver is a reference variable of a web driver, which is an interface. So that's why we have unimplemented methods. If you didn't understand, so driver is created by web driver, which is an interface. Chrome driver is a class. So driver will have methods of this which are unimplemented and methods of this which are implemented. So if I go here inside, find element is unimplemented method. So if I go in the little up, see, it's a web driver method. So driver has that method also. So who is giving this entire information now? Chrome driver should have find element. Okay, let me go here. Let me put Control F. Find okay. Okay, then it is taking from WebDriver only. That's fine. So it is taking from WebDriver dot by. So by is also what? By is abstract class. Now you have to also understand how this by is coming. If you go to find element is taking by itself, which is also already abstract class. So input of this find element method, it's a class itself. So if you go inside this by, so by should have by CSS selector. See if by CSS selector is there? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
See the
Yes,
return
sir.
type is CSS selector. If you want to go a little inside, go inside this. CSS selector takes a string. This is the exact method what is happening here. Okay? Understood, guys? Till this point? Am I going too fast?
Sir, yes, sir. Can you please explain slowly?
Explain it again? Okay. So it's explaining exactly this 28th line, what exactly we are doing. Now, so you remember, guys, we were doing data type value, something like, let's say, int I equal to 5. One second. So int I equal to 5. What is int? What is int?
Data type.
Data type I is a reference variable, 5 is the value. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. Now, imagine the same thing with this entire thing. Now, then guys, okay. Now tell me what is this now? If you apply the enter logic, what is this?
Data type.
Interface.
Data type. Okay. Now data type. If you go inside this, it's an interface. So now, if it's an interface, this becomes what? Reference variable,
Yes, sir.
reference variable or an object. Now, the object has this one. This is the value which we are assigning to an object. Now, int I is equal to 5. I is getting the value 5. Now here what we are getting? Here we are getting the return type of find element. Find element is return type is what? See here, it's a by. By is again abstract class. Okay. Now, let me go inside this by. So by has n number of things. CSS selector. So the answer what ELE doc element doc has this one. What is the return type of this? Again, we are using a super, we're using this, etc. So what exactly it means? Here we are just getting a element, web element. So this return type of ELE is it's a reference variable, but it acts as an element. Now, if I put ELE not dov, dot, right? So it has, since it's a reference variable, it has lot of methods. See, clear, click, find element, find elements, etc. Everything is there. Understood, guys? Easy? Yes, no, tough? No? Understood? Shall do one more explanation? Okay, understood. Good. Okay. Shall I run this? So for class, we'll use dot. For ID, we'll use hash in CSS selector. Okay, right click, run as the application. Let's see whether it runs properly or not. See properly. See, Manju and Rahul, did it type properly? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good. Now let us go little advanced. Am I going fast, guys? Understood? Understanding, right? Do you guys have any more questions? If you have, please let me know.
Sir, in inspect in this screen,
Yeah.
if I write ash and ID, it will show one of one. Means instead of writing complete
I,
text bar.
okay, for CSS, I think you should use console. Let's see. Information. So XPath we can use in elements. I think sources. Okay, for XPath there is a different tool only for CSS selector. Let me check on it. Okay, but you have to understand this information we can get it from XPath. Okay, let me try information. So 2 of 2, since it is getting the class also. Okay, for example, if I use hash fname, so it is understanding. See, by ID hash fname, understood?
Yes, sir.
For example, name. If you want to get name, so like this also we can write. Okay, input hash fname. See, one of one. Okay, let me explain this. I was about to explain this also. Since you asked, I will explain this also. Now, so in XPath, we'll use like this now, guys. Input. So I'm comparing yesterday's class, guys. Okay. If you have understood yesterday's class, XPath, by class, by name, you'll understand this also. See, input @ID equal to f name. Right? Okay, not hash, double slash. Right? This is XPath. The same thing, if you want to mimic by this one, you can just copy like this. So in CSS, if you want to take tag name, you can just take tag name. Okay. And if you want to uniquely identify that element, just put hash f name. It should identify an element. Okay. Shall we try this? Shall we try
Yes,
this?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So instead of trying for Jane Doe, let us try for this. Since it has no class, okay? This one also should be identified. So here I have to use username. See it identified. Let me write someone else's name here. Okay? Let me go to the program. So since we have already understood web element, I will not use it again. Okay? I'll just use driver dot something. Paste it here. F name. Again, it should be by CSS selector. Okay? It should entirely be in double quotes, and it should have send keys. So whenever you write send keys, it enters something. So let me enter someone name here. Okay. So let me enter Karthik. Okay. Let me enter Karthik here. So Karthik. Since it doesn't have anything, no need to clear. But always have that habit to clear whenever you are entering something, because you might run test cases where you have to run in regression. Not once, many times you have to run. So always you clear and use send keys like this. Even in my company I use like this only. ELE.clear, ELE.send keys. Okay. Shall we see this? Is it okay, guys? Tag
Yes,
name
sir.
and ID value. Okay, let's go. And as fingers crossed, it should work. Let's see. Karthik, it entered. Manju, Rahul, everything it entered, guys. Worked? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Doubts till this point, guys. I want everyone to ask doubts. Come on, guys. This is like a backbone. I'm taking like 2 classes only for locators for you guys to understand. Because once
Sir,
we start, like, yeah.
Sir, if it is name attribute, then what we need to use?
If it is,
Name attributes. For ID, we are using the hash. Class, we are using dot. For
yeah,
name,
yeah. Let me come to that. Okay. We can use name also. For name, we have to use open bracket, close bracket. I'll just explain in a second. But did you guys understood this 3 points? Tag hash username, hash f name, dot information.
Yes, sir.
Understood, guys? Okay. Now, so Pavitra asked one simple question. Okay. Now, if we want to use name, what will be used? So let me go back to here. So if you see here, there should be one field which has name. Okay. See f name. Okay. Now here, let us practice here. Input ye or name equal to what is f name. Okay, f name. Did you identify here? One of one. See
yes.
the syntax of CSS selector. Just use the tag name, whatever the attribute, equal to f name. Understood, guys? till this point? If you want to convert to same thing to XPath, tell me how we can do. Name equal to fname.
/input
Double slash. Yes, input.
bracket
Yes.
class equals to double quote fname.
Name, right?
Yes.
Name equal to fname.
Double quote fname.
Okay. So if you are okay with XPath, you can use XPath, guys. If you are okay with CSS selector, you can use CSS selector. So CSS selector input, just you write input here. Open square bracket, same square bracket, name equal to fname. That's it. Okay. Let's see here. Guys, understanding, right? I'm just writing like that. Okay, guys. If you guys are not understanding, let me know. Okay. Now, this is something called fname is unique for information, etc. LNAME fname. So now it will enter in do itself. Now let me add something. Okay, let me add something here. Let's say name equal to username. I'm editing my file because I can manipulate my file and like anything. Okay. If you're using Amazon, Flipkart, you can edit their CSS, but when you reload the page entirely comes from server. So whatever server has the configuration, it will reload. Okay, for example, see Amazon.com, Amazon.in. Now here I can manipulate as a static page. Okay, guys, if you're not understanding static, this is a page with static if you're not reloading. So this is dynamic again. See, everything is loaded. Now, see, I can edit this search Amazon in. Let's right click, edit, not edit attribute, edit as HTML. Now, here I can just put value as some other value. If I put something back, it will take it. But if you reload this page, the value goes. Click here. So value is again null. So we cannot manipulate the dynamic pages. So this page, we have done it for testing purpose, right? So this page we can easily manipulate. Getting it, guys?
Sir, can you please tell me dynamic and static means?
So this is static, right? Is there any server attached to this? No, right? See, it's a simple HTML page. That's it, and the code is in our hand. So whatever we have done, this is our entire code. So if I just open it, open the HTML page, this is our code. Okay, this has CSS, very small CSS. That too we had added the style, and all the fields we have added by ourselves. Okay. Now, when you go to the real web page, see, you can see it's Amazon.in. So it is loading, means it is coming from the server. And always it has a CSS is there. You see, if you want to see the CSS, just right click inspect. So whatever classes you see, Amazon, see here, you could see the styles. These are all styles attached to this web page. What are the styles? The same thing which we added, no? See, if you want to see properly, image is a tag. Wherever they use image tag, it should always be vertical aligned top. So this is a CSS page, this is the HTML page, and it has APIs attached to it. For example, since we have not started API testing, I will not go in depth. Okay, so let me refresh it. All the APIs are loaded. See, these are all the APIs. We can all see APIs in the network tab. Expanded. See, request URL. This is the, if you don't have to look into it, it's just an API, application programming interface. Don't go in the definition. It just means, so this web page should be attached to something, to a database where it gets all the information. You see in Amazon.com, these are all the products they have listed. See, if you click here, it goes to a different page, all this information. Where you're getting this information? There should be some database, right? So getting the database information, for that to get, we need APIs. When we see the API class, I'll explain that. Okay. So this is a dynamic page. So whenever you reload, see here, right click inspect, go to network tab, and you can see all these things are getting reloaded. Even if you delete everything, currently no record activity, just reload it, every API will reload again. Elements will also be reloaded. Network tab will also be reloaded. All the APIs. You can see how many, within how many seconds they are getting reloaded. You can see the, okay, let me go back. What happened? Okay. Understood, guys? So this page entirely is our creation. So I can manipulate like that. Tough to understand. I'm just giving you a clear picture.
Got it, sir.
Sorry?
Understood.
Understood, guys? Oh, good. Now, so if I reload this, I should be able to see the name username here. Okay. Tell me how to get a CSS or CSS selector for this username.
Input.
Input,
Hash.
Uh-huh. Already there.
name, username.
Name username. Okay.
ID. Sorry. username.
Yeah. ID also we can use. Okay. See, for ID, what we can use?
Ash.
Hash, username. It still identifies. But if you're using in this way, you should remove this. Okay. If you're using ID, you should write like this: ID equal to username. Okay, guys. Now, if you want to see name, we can just write name here. Okay. Let us see by name, because ID we can use hash, class we can use dot. For I name, we can use like this. Okay. Now, let me go back to our code. Let me write, instead of username like this only, I'll just write. I want to again send keys Karthik, but let me use another name. So let me use Dharni itself. Okay. Something. So it should write Dharni in the username. Let me run as Java application. Before running, let me close this. And as Java application, guys, launch it. It should type Dharni there. Dharni Manju Rahul. Did you type everything, guys? Understood? Easy? Okay. So, yeah, any doubts?
Sir, if I want to clear this name field,
No.
so what can we use, sir? Driver dot clear or what
No.
in the first line?
See, okay, let me go to the. So, here Jane is there, right? I can use, if I reload, Jane will come again. So, if I want to do this operation, am I doing operation on driver or an element?
Element.
Element, right? So, always remember, we have
Element.
to create an object of this element. Okay, see here, object of an element. Now, the command should come from the driver itself, because the driver handles what exactly is happening. So driver is nothing but object of a class driver, Chrome driver, which is launching the Chrome, doing all the operations in the Chrome. So it's in the Chrome now, but we have to clear this only. So element is the only one that can do. Driver.clear will not do. If you do driver.quit, the entire web page closes. Only thing we have to do, element.clear. Any doubts?
Understood, sir.
Understood? Okay. Now, so there is one more thing I have to explain, the prefix, suffix, and also Now, let us take this example only, information. Okay. Now, I just have to manipulate this a little bit. So now, information is very unique, right? Let me go to the web page. Let me right click, inspect. Let's say I have a class. Where is the class in the form itself? Right. Yes, information. Can I write like this? For example, I don't want to write the entire thing. I'll just write input class. I'll just use something like this, equal to let's say inform. Did still identify? I'll explain this, but I just want you guys to know. Did it identify here?
Yes, sir. 1 of 1.
1 of 1. Okay. So that's good, Pavitra. Always you see, guys, 1 of 1 means only one element matches. Now, which is prefix is this one, information. Means the starting few values. Even if you take, it should identify. But the similar method for the similar value for locators also is there. Sorry, XPath is also there. We have just written in the class. Okay. If not, if you don't know, we can write like this. Input in XPath, guys. We just have to write starts with. You just have to open it like this. We have to write at the rate class. Remove this, comma, put it here, inform. Got it, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In XPath, it starts with, in XPath, you'll understand more. Okay. Understand exactly what is happening. Okay. You're taking a class that starts with inform. Okay. Then it's an information. But CSS selector is very fast and not easy to understand. Okay. For this, exactly what I have to do? Again, remove double slash. I have to put input, remove starts with, and at the rate, remove everything. And I have to give equal to here instead of comma. And I have to give here like this. This is CSS selector. Understood start with? Understood information, guys? Okay. So if you have understood
Yes,
this, you guys tell me how to do this at the end. Okay. Now, tell me for this particular tag, how can I write this starts with? Tell me XPath, you tell me, and also you only tell me how to use CSS selector. This particular line, guys.
double hash,
Okay, you're telling
double
XPath. Good. Double slash.
H,
A.
right?
So
Okay.
dash with tag. Okay, good. So open bracket.
Starts with
Text.
Okay, starts with. Good.
uh, open brace. Okay. At
Open
the rate.
bracket. At the rate.
Okay. Href is equal to
So href. So equal to will not come. Okay, comma will come. Okay, now
okay. No, yes.
you can give anything. You can give what?
Selenium.
Shall I put? Selenium starts with, or it's a middle value?
It's middle value. So,
Starts with W.
it will take the link
www.
only, no, sir.
www dot.
Oh, so www, just I'll put www. Okay, let's see. Close bracket. Did work, but it is there twice. Now
So
you
direct
give little more.
take.
Dot cell
Yes.
S. It worked. See, one of
Yes.
one. Now the same. You guys tell me same in CSS.
We have to remove the slash.
With this the double slash. Okay, good. After that,
Remove starts with also.
okay, remove starts with. Good.
The rate also we have to remove.
Okay, at the rate also have to remove.
After href, we have to give that
Equals.
Okay.
Equals.
Hmm.
And
That's
remove that
it.
bracket.
Okay.
No, sir, we have to give another
So
one, like to the power of that symbol, no?
that's what I was expecting. Good. It worked. Yes or
Yes,
no,
sir.
guys?
Yes, sir.
Good. It worked. So now this will also work in the coding. Okay. So let me add that also. I'll just give click symbol for this. Okay. You tell me how can I write like this? Okay. Let me copy that first. Since we are using CSS selector, yesterday I wanted to do starts with ends with also, but since I saw the time it's already 11:10, so I stopped. Okay. So now I'll use it here also. Wait. So now let me add this, but let me copy this entire thing. Okay, no, only just let me copy this. So CSS selector takes a string, guys. So as a input, it's a the method CSS selector will always take a string. That's why everything whatever you write, it should be in a double quotes. So if I just write it here like this, so let me copy this, cut it, paste it here. See, it automatically took escape character. Since double quotes inside double quotes will not work, so always use a single quotes when you're doing the program. But in the browser it will work, so that's not an issue. Shall I put dot click? So it should click that link. Okay. Now let me run this, guys. Run as the application. Fingers crossed it should work. Let me close this also. Okay. So it clicked. See, Selenium dev. Since Selenium is very fast, okay, that's why I gave hard weight. It is very, very fast. Operations and all. That's why we do say automation rather than manual. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see one more scenario. Then I want you guys to ask question and we can wind up for the day. Okay. Now, let me run right click, inspect. The same thing, you tell me, I want to identify this, but it has to do ends with. Okay. I'll write for, see, starts with ends with just a name difference. Okay. I'll just show it for the CS selector. You guys tell me for XPath. Okay. Just a second. Control F, double slash A. Oh, sorry. I told I'll show the CSS one, right? Okay. A href. We have to use dollar. Okay. So CSS selector uses everything. Okay. Equal to DEV. Identified, guys? So
Yes.
this is dollar, nothing but ends with.
No.
That's it. Ends with. Understood?
Yes, sir.
This one is starts with. Okay. So dollar is ends with. Okay. Let me copy
We
this.
didn't get one of
Now you
one.
tell me. Sorry. We didn't get a. We got no one of one. So any other? So did I hear wrong, Pavitra? What was your question? So guys, someone asked we didn't get 1 of 1, right? Okay. So guys, tell me the XPath for this. Come on, guys. It's easy only. Tell me.
Double slash.
Double slash. Good. A.
A
A
ends with
or direct range.
Ends with. Ah.
href
It's
at the
just,
rate of
before that, we have to do one more.
open another brace,
Open
another
bracket.
brace,
Open
at the rate
bracket. At the rate. Good. After that.
href
For
comma dev.
Okay. Comma. Def. Okay. Just comma def.
Another way to close that bracket.
Okay. That's it. Is it working?
And dev should be within the double quotation.
Quotes. Good. Did it work?
Double quotes. No?
Okay. Did it work?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Tell me what should it work? What did we do wrong?
Dollar symbol we need to use.
We have a dollar symbol. Okay, where?
Dollar symbol we should use it for
analysis.
CSS only, no, sir.
CS only. That's it. Ends with. See, just see, did we do anything wrong here? Or we have to do single quotes or double quotes?
Single quotes also we didn't identify, no?
Hmm. Ends with. So we saw starts with, right? Starts with href. We use www. It worked. So ends with. Shall we use? Okay. So maybe let me look into it. I think it should work. I don't know why it didn't work. Okay. Shall we see ends with? Did we add a program it starts with? Okay. Shall we end a program it ends with? Shall I write a program? Okay.
Yes, sir.
This time I want to. Sorry.
I said yes.
Okay. Shall I? Okay. Let us see the CSS one. A href dollar equal to .com. Okay, maybe com. Let's see. Okay, let me copy this. So I want to click this so that google.com will open, but it will actually append. So don't worry on it. Okay, let me just copy to the program. Just let me add it here. I don't want double click. Just copy this. Okay, what exactly is the issue? Okay, semicolon here. That's it. Right click, run as Java application. So it clicked google.com. Yes or no? It didn't click?
Can you run it once again, sir?
Run it once again, okay. Run as the application. It clicked.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So any doubts in ends with, starts with, taking from a tag, hash ID, dot for class name. Any doubts in the program?
No, sir.
So are we good for today? Okay. Let me give you this code. Okay. Yeah. Just tell me. Okay. Let me give you this code again in the chat itself. So guys, practice this. Okay. So this CSS selector, we have used XPath, we have seen all the locators. So maybe somewhere or the other in the interview and all, they'll ask they'll ask in depth. But if you are good with the basics, right? I didn't want to confuse you a lot. If you want, I can use a web element to identify different users, etc. But for now, I thought I'll show you this web page if you want to can practice in this web page also to identify elements. Take this Selenium base io.demo page, try to enter username, try to identify an element, etc. If you're not identifying, let me know. Okay, I'll give few more web pages also. Like here, there should be like something to test here. There are something called iframes that we'll see in the code. Okay, if you have iframes and all, how we'll navigate, how we'll click on this, how we'll click on this, what is the radio button. Just try to practice it. Okay, if you're not, just Google it. It's very very easy. So these are like high level on all the locators which we have seen. Okay, any more doubts on all the locators by ID, by link, by class name, by tag, by link test, partial links test, CSS selector? Any doubts, guys?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, and also we'll see two frameworks. Okay, one is data driven, which I think we have already added, but tomorrow we'll start from scratch, develop a program, start a Maven project, pom.xml. We'll see this Orange HRM, login, logout. We'll add one functional test, one integration, one system test, and also we'll see if possible Cucumber BDD also. But it will take a little bit of time. You guys have to do it parallelly. It is very very easy to design a entire framework from scratch. We'll get from the test data, we'll get the data from an Excel sheet, etc. We can do a number of things. Is it okay, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. And last but not least, please do practice. Unless until you practice, guys, you'll always think you're always back, left behind. Okay. If you don't practice, it's very hard for you to understand things. Okay. If you're not, if you even skip one class, it will be hard for you only to understand. Okay, what exactly happened in yesterday's class? What did I miss, etc. That will be harder for you. Once you have that mindset, it will go back. So the classes are going very slow only. It's not going very fast. See, in the last 2 days, we just discussed the locators. Your job is to just go to any website, try to take a Selenium test like this, try to enter. For example, you want to order an iPhone, right? Go here, try to find iPhone, let's say Flipkart, something like that. If it asks for the username and password, Flipkart, don't worry, or else click on the close. Okay, Try here to iPhone. Okay, just click on enter and find here. Okay, you got an iPhone. Now the same code should work. Just click on enter this one or click on search this one, this element. I did identify this element, inspect it, try all these scenarios. Okay, the only unique thing I can see is the class, right? Just try here, click, or maybe Control F slash path or direct class. Okay, let me highlight it again. It's an SVG. Okay, so button is hidden is search, something like that, but that's okay. As soon as I enter Flipkart, what happens? So okay, let me copy this also. Flipkart. Let me put Flipkart. Try to close this as soon as this page pops up. Now let me right click it here, inspect it. So you can see there is a title, there is also a search button. As soon as you enter iPhone here, there is also something called search. Look, it navigates a different place. So now search for this button. Okay, so there is a button here. See, it exactly identifies. Just put right click, edit attribute. Okay, or maybe you could say edit HTML, copy this entire thing. If you want to use CSS selector or use XPath, it's your wish. Paste it here. So if you want to use CSS selector, it's very easy, right? Just put like this, bracket, it works. That's it. That's a CSS selector. Just put dot click. That's it. This it should work. Here it will not work, but add it as a in your code and try to work it. Isn't it easy? Only thing you have to do, guys, it's work. If you are working it properly, you'll easily achieve it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The more you practice all the locators, the better it will be. If you're still having issues, see the recordings. Okay. You have the entire day. The next class will be till tomorrow 9:30, right? You have the entire day. If you're free, so tomorrow is Christmas, right? So unless until you are celebrating the festival or doing something, if you're free, just practice it. Okay. It's very fun to watch. Okay. Just imagine all the scenarios. Let's say if you're a Mintra fan, right? Mintra.com. So women usually try to buy clothes, right? Or men. I see the majority are women based, right? Let's say if I want to search from, let's say, handbags, right? Handbags. Try to enter this from code. Click on enter. See the price 1819. Something you try to manipulate all the scenarios. Okay, this is what we are getting it. Try to do all these things. Don't you think it's a fun thing to do? Then you'll make understand like locators are not locators anymore. It's just a simple program which we are running. It's very fun to watch. That's how it will become. Make it interesting. If you're thinking with locators it's like very tough, make it easy. Okay, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So last but not least, I think I missed one thing. Then we can just wind it up. Okay. So something called star. It should also be there. So star means it contains. That's it. Means like if href contains even, it will work. See, contains M. This also has M, Selenium, and it also has Google. So something I think Dharni was asking, right? Selenium. So this will work here. See, if you're using contains, even if the one word matches, we use star. The same thing if you want in XPath, it is very, very simple itself. Okay. Now, here I have to use contains. I think I would have explained. If not, that's totally fine. Just see it here. At the rate href, comma, Selenium. and close the bracket.
Double slash.
Okay. I don't know why it's not taking for href.
Starting we need to
Okay,
write
and it's
a
a
double slash.
Oh, good. So double slash, guys. See, the same thing is double slash contains href Selenium, and if you want the same in CSS selector, do the exact thing. Href and equal to, you have to give star here, equal to Selenium. Easy, guys. Understood? Understood? This was, I think, asked by Harni, right?
Yes.
So let me add it here also. So that in the program I have not added it, but try to use this, okay? And try to manipulate this page, guys. So this is our test page. You can do whatever you want, all this. In future, I'll add the web tables also, so that you'll understand the advanced concepts of Selenium also, okay? Understood? Are we good? Good for today?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall I stop the recording?
Yes.
Okay.